Hey, this is Tony Cook, and in the news today, Curtis Koch is with me. And we talked recently. They're expanding. They had that Pennsy what P70 coach has been available, that heavyweight, and there's 5 car sets coming in Pennsy with combines and a wonderful open observation car, and all that sounded great. But Curtis, I'd like to see some other road names, even though I know they're Pennsy prototypes, and I think you've got some good news for us today.
Yeah, lots of good news, Tony. The Penzi prototypes are coming to other road names. We got the Santa Fe one there that you're seeing. That's based off the business car Chico, which is really, really cool. It's got the balloon style roof there that you see. These cars are going to have the appropriate Pullman trucks, so the Pullman 2411 trucks. And on top of that, too, you're going to get some great details and LED lights on the interior, the marker and tail lights, and the it's kind of hard to see there, but if you look underneath the roof, the platform
Oh, yeah.
observation light too will also be controllable. So you can individually control those LED lights. Great interiors, again based off the Penzi designs, but we've got some really cool paint schemes, some of which haven't been really readily available in both the plastic market and the brass market. So excited to bring some uniqueness to these cars and give some customers the opportunity to add to their either excursion fleet, their business car fleet, or even just get a 5 car set of a couple of road names that we're offering that you want to add on to your layout, maybe behind a C&O steamer of ours or some F units of ours, whatever works for you. But yeah, you can see the Chesapeake and Ohio one there. All of them are going to be awesome cars, really detailed. The MSRP on these cars is $99.99, but you can go through your favorite dealer and get them for about $79.99. And you can get those, pre-order them now, and they'll be available later this year. We're aiming for the fall of this year to come into stores, but
Wow.
those are going to be great cars, especially those CSX cars. Those are so
Yeah.
cool. The paint scheme for the business train. We're excited about bringing those to people's layouts as well.
Now, is there a different I'm looking at them, and I already had an email from somebody saying it looks like they've tooled maybe a new roof for some of them, like, isn't this Norfolk and Western, or
Yeah,
I
that's Norfolk
forget
and
what
Western. And then there's the two roof types are the balloon type, which is kind of the full smooth side throughout the top of the car. And that one there is the cell story roof,
okay.
where it's got the indent about midway up, and then it humps up at near the top in the middle there. And those are like the typical ones that you typically find on any typical Pullman business car standard. But there's a Southern Pacific one there too. And we've got Union Pacific. And then if you have any other railroads that you want to add in, you can always get the painted ones that are unlettered. And we got the Christmas ones too there, as
I
you can
saw
see
that,
too.
yeah,
So
neat,
we've
yeah.
got the full set coming for you too. So those are going to be readily available, and you can again pre-order those now. But they're just so cool. And we got the two different roof types in the Pullman green there. You got the
Huh.
balloon one there, and the other one was the cell story ones. But those are going to be available for purchase, like I said, at dealers now. You can go ahead and pre-order those now. And some of those paint schemes, you will see that we're offering them in a 5 car set. So the
Mhm.
Christmas scheme that you saw earlier, that's one of the paint schemes that we're doing in 5 car sets. We're also doing Northern Pacific in one of the 5 car sets, Canadian National in a 5 car set, and the Chesapeake and Ohio in a 5 car set. And those
Oh,
ones there are the PB70 combines, again based off the Penzi prototype, but that's the Santa Fe version. And then we got Baltimore and Ohio, amongst many other paint schemes there. CNO.
I love that
Um,
C&O. Isn't that sharp? That really
it's
looks
really
nice.
sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect behind your CNO L1 or
Yes.
614. Lots of different options there too. Canadian National, Norfolk and Western. If you got any of our J class locomotives, that'll look good right in place behind there. We got Northern Pacific as well. We had the Northern Pacific Northerns come out a couple of years ago. And then we got the Christmas set. And those 5 car sets will include a combine, an observation car, and 3 P70 coaches. And then we're also offering them in Pullman Green, unlettered. So you can make it for your own railroad, your fictional railroad, or if there's a railroad that we haven't included, you can go ahead and put the decals on those too and get creative and have a little project on your hands.
Wow.
But they'll be great cars. Again, LED lighting in all the cars. So you'll be able to go ahead and have your cars fully lighted. And that's the PB70s there for the Pennsylvania Railroad. Those
Mhm.
will actually have era specific details. You'll see the different era style paint schemes. That's the 1930s version. But we've got other versions of those cars as well, including the PB70s and the Z74. Those will have actual Penzi prototype paint schemes and details, like where the AC unit is and all that stuff too. So they'll be great passenger cars, great additions to your transition era railroad for sure.
Awesome stuff. These are HO scale. They'll be fully assembled, lighted. There's 5 car sets. There's individual cars you can buy as well. I love that SP. That's really nice. And
I do
again,
too.
with
I love
the
that car.
what's the MSRP on like this OBS?
The OBS car is 99, MSRP is 99.99, and you can go ahead onto any of, again, of your favorite hobby shop or dealers, and place your order today. And again, that's the MSRP. A lot of people will look at the MSRP and think that's the actual price. You go to any of your dealers, you want to place an order, you can usually get 20% off the MSRP. So about $80 total for the cars individually. And that's a good price for a car that's fully lighted,
Oh
multiple
my
lighting
goodness. Yeah,
options,
and the
incredibly
interior,
detailed.
oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And the interior, I don't have any photos to share with you on here, Tony, but the 3D renderings, the interior is so cool. We got the little cigarette stands in the middle
Oh,
there of
yeah,
the
yeah.
seats and everything. It's really well put together. We got a little mantle with the fireplace because again, we were looking at the Penzi prototypes and that's how they were on the inside. But perfect for either a 50s or 60s era business train, or if you have any general cars that you want to put onto the back, if you like a complete heavyweight set. Those are great additions to any railroad of any kind. So you can absolutely have fun with those cars. That's for sure.
And great price on those. That's so awesome because I see, that's one thing I see a lot in brass are those business cars, and I think, "Oh, that'd be really awesome," but they're so expensive, and it's like,
Yeah.
this is very nicely priced, and yeah, the one CSX you mentioned, boy, yeah, get the pre-orders in on that. That is an awesome looking car. What's the deadline and what's the hoped, expected delivery date on them?
So we're aiming for the fall of this year for those. And the order deadline on those cars will be June 6th of this
Okay.
year. So you'll be able to have some time to get your orders in for that. But definitely get them in quick because if you get a pre-order and that reserves the one that you want. So if you see a paint scheme, go ahead and get your pre-order in, ASAP, because then you can guarantee you get the model you want. Because sometimes people will try to place orders after the order deadline and we're already sold out of certain paint schemes and they unfortunately miss out. So please get your orders in right away as soon as you see the one that you want, and you'll be happy to get yours when they come in again later on this year.
Awesome. Wow. Well, that's what's in the news today. Those Penske passenger cars are coming back in all kinds of cool road names. Curtis, thanks for your time today. And remember, those are HO scale business cars as well as 5 car sets. So many different road names. Awesome stuff. Check out your dealer to get a pre order in, or you can go direct to Broadway Limited's website. Early June is the deadline, and we're looking for those. The Christmas cars might be right in time if they land third, fourth quarter of this year. Yeah, be ready for the holidays.
Perfect additions to your Christmas setup. Thanks, Tony. Good talking to you.